Black Veil Brides have finally released their sophomore effort and first for Universal and Jason Flom, titled Set the World on Fire. The collection hit stores last Tuesday, June 14th, and they're hoping that their numbers outflank their past efforts. The band is comprised of vocalist Andy Biersack, formerly Andy Six, guitarists Jake Pitts and Jinx, bassist Ashley Purdy, and drummer Christian C.C. Coma. The band was named in Alternative Press's 100 Bands You Need to Know in 2011. Their last record, We Stitch These Wounds, was released on July 13th of last year, and Flom, responsible for the careers of Twisted Sister, Kid Rock, and Katy Perry, among others, decided to sign them once he found out about their top indie debut, coming in at number 36 on the Billboard 200 chart, and their T-shirt sales on tour and via Hot Topic being at number 2 in the country. Artisan News sat down with Black Veil Brides and asked them if they played their new album, Set the World on Fire, and their last album, We Stitch These Wounds, back to back, to compare the two.
Well, there's no need because it's a much better record. I don't think we need to listen to the two back to back. We know what our old songs sound like, but it's obviously, our first record we had almost no budget, almost no time. We weren't as mature as writers, and now we made a real record, which in terms of what I consider this to be as a band, this is our first record really, because it really represents what we wanted this band to be, and it definitely takes elements of the first record and brings them to a better place, sort of Black Veil Brides on steroids.
With the title and a song on their new effort sharing the same name, We Set the World on Fire, we asked Andy, Cece, and Ashley which came first, the song or the album title.
Speaking of the last song we wrote, that was the first song.
That was the first song we wrote, and that was just sort of set the tone. We wrote that song, and as it was coming together, the lyrics and stuff sort of led themselves to maybe tell the story of what we thought the record was going to be. And so we thought, well, hell, we'll name the record right now, and then we'll write the record based around this sort of idea. And the idea was, and in terms of what we wanted the record to be, our first record was called We Stitch These Wounds, which is sort of about the notion of every day in life you sort of get scars and you get wounds that you have to stitch up to move on with your life. And that's more of an internal struggle. Whereas we saw the second record as being sort of the continuation of that story, but finding a new level where it's about, going out and taking what you want out of the world and grabbing the world by the throat and being strong in who you are, actively being strong in who you are.
Black Veil Brides played Bamboozle, and they're sure to get a stir on this year's Warped Tour. They'll be on the tour starting June 24th in Dallas, Texas, through August 14th in Hillsboro, Oregon.